Finding brand new sealed games for retro and legacy systems in 2025 isn't easy. This year, I decided to jump down that rabbit hole. It's cost me a lot of time and money, but I have also scored a few sweet deals along the way. In today's pickups video, I will show you everything I got so far. As a bonus, I've also got a few high-value remakes and remastered titles to wrap things up. We have got over 20 games to go through, so let's get started. Kicking things off with the PS Vita. These days, the best place to find brand new Vita games is eBay. I found a copy of Osomatsu-san, the game. Hachamacha Shishoku Advice Date All Work for $20. The title alone deserves its own trophy. This one is a visual novel based on the Osomatsu-san anime. Now here is the catch when buying from eBay. The spine on this one has severe sun fade. The seller didn't mention it and the listing photos didn't show that side of the box either. Still, $20 for a new copy is a great deal, so I let it slide. But yeah, lesson learned. I will definitely be watching out for that next time. For another $20, I grabbed a LEGO Legends of Chima Level's Journey, a pretty under-the-radar LEGO title. It's no Star Wars or Marvel, but it's a handheld exclusive and plays just like the rest of the series. You know, smash stuff, collect stats, and repeat. Sometimes that's all you need. I actually picked this one up from a local retro gaming store, which is a pretty rare move for me. To be honest, I've never been a fan of mom and pop game shops. Growing up, I ran into marked up prices, breaks, and just bad experience overall. People love to praise these stores and bash major retailers, but let me tell you, if they were your only option today, you probably had them more than you had GameStop. And let's not ignore some of ridiculous prices we are seeing nowadays. A lot of that is driven by retro gaming stores hyping everything up. I've stopped by a few recently just to see what the hype is about, and honestly, I'm still not sold. It's cool they exist, but it's not somewhere I plan to spend much money. Then there is Hakuoki Kiyokaroku, which cost me $21. It's part of the Hakuoki series. Lots of samurai, lots of drama, and of course, a heavy dose of visual novel romance. It's technically a fan disc, but still a solid pickup if you are a fan of the series. The catch, all of these visual novels I pick up are Japanese only. Because of the language barrier, I'm basically following a trophy guide and skipping through the story, which is a shame. Now for a complete Utah no Prince Summer set on the PS Vita. Repeat Love cost me $25.50. Amazing Aria and Sweet Serene was $21. And the Music 3 Limited Edition came in at $19. Repeat Love is your classic visual novel packed with romantic drama. Amazing Aria and Sweet Serene are more like fan disc expansions, extra ROMs, and bonus content. Music 3, on the other hand, switches things up with rhythm-based gameplay. Since Utah no Prince Summer isn't exactly mainstream, these games were never released in the US, not digitally, not physically. However, the anime module of 1000% is available in English, so I plan to watch that first before diving into the games. Moving on to the DS, I picked up Moto no O. Seriously, I don't know how to pronounce this game. Yeah, it was just $5. This is actually a pre-owned copy, and I honestly have no clue what it is. So why would I pick it up? Let me explain. I was trying to pick a list of Vita games from the same seller, and they were running a buy 3 get 15% off promotion. What's interesting is buying just the 2 games would have cost me more than editing this one. So yeah, no brainer, I throw it in. And on top of that, I got an extra $5 off from eBay. I don't plan to hold on to it since I don't collect pre-owned games. I'm planning to trade it in at a retro gaming store, and that's actually why I visited a few of them recently. Just want to see if anyone would take imported games, especially stuff like this. Puzzle Quiz Galactrix was just $19 and it's exactly what it sounds like, a match 3 puzzle game with RPG mechanics set in space. It plays like the kind of puzzle game you see everywhere on mobile these days, but with a twist. Despite the simple gameplay, matching colored gems just never gets old, especially when it's tied to leveling up and space battles. Next up, 7 Wonders 2 cost me $13 and plays like a budget-friendly version of Bejeweled, but with a world history twist. You are solving puzzles and build ancient landmarks, which sounds cooler than it actually is. But hey, it's utterly relaxing and worth it for the price. Now here is a niche one, the Ellie and AJ Adventure for $8. And honestly, I had no idea who they were. Apparently they were teen pop stars back in the early 2000s. They were probably in their 30s now with a mortgage. Still, something about this game gave me hidden gem energy, so I grabbed it. It was only $8, what could I possibly lose? Then there is Inkheart, which I grabbed for $14. It's a tie-in to the movie which was based on a book. It's a mix of reading segments and simple minigames. Not bad for mid-2000s licensed title, and let's be real, I miss Brendan Fraser when he was still in shape. Next up is one I'm actually pretty excited about, Naruto Ninja Destiny. I was surprised to find a sealed copy of a Naruto game on DS for just $20. Sure, the graphics and gameplay feel a little outdated now, but back in the day, a full 3D fighting game on a handheld, that was a big deal. For a more relaxing change of pace, I picked up Zensis Reinforced Edition for just $3. I actually found this one at half price books and I didn't even know they carried video games. Funny enough, the sealed copy was cheaper than the used one. $3 sealed, $6 opened. This is a soothing puzzle game with ambient music and earthy tones. Definitely not something you rush through, but if you are looking to chill out for a bit, it does the job. Those are all the DS games I've picked up recently. Collecting for the DS is still pretty new to me. Before this year, I only had one game. I'm honestly surprised that a major retailer still sells brand new DS games in 2025. There are still a few more I'm hoping to track down. Jumping into 3DS territory, Lala Loopsy Carnival of Friends cost me $21. Lala Loopsy was a pretty popular toy line back in the early 2010s, and it even got its own anime series. Not sure how many of you actually remember it. The game is clearly made for a very specific audience, so yeah, it's definitely not for everyone. Then there is Cookie Mama Sweet Shop, which was $27. This one is a 3DS exclusive and includes over 160 minigames. The gameplay hasn't changed much from the older titles, but it's still fun. And honestly, everything looks so good, it kinda makes you hungry. 3DS is the system I've been actively collecting for lately, but finding brand new copies is tough, and they are getting pricey. A game like Lala Loopsy might have gone for $10 back in 2018, but now it's over $20. Same thing with the Cookie Mama. You used to be able to get it for under $20, now it's pushing $30. I get it, that's just the price you pay today for sealed 3DS games. Let's shift to remakes and remasters, starting with the big one, Lunar Remastered Collection on PS4, which cost me $55. This includes Silver Star and Eternal Blue in one package. I will admit, I was just hopping on the bandwagon with this one, because I had never even heard of the series before. But when everyone starts talking about it again, it kind of makes you want to check it out too. As far as I know, you can only buy it directly from the publisher. Next up, I'm really glad to see Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven finally get a physical release in the US. I've been importing Saga games from Taiwan for the past 2 years, and I always wondered why we never got a physical version here. Well, I guess they finally hear me out. Earlier this year, I was actually trying to import the PS4 edition since it includes a free PS5 upgrade. However, the store manager told me both PS4 and the PS5 versions were sold out everywhere. Then, surprise, the game went on sale here for $20, so I decided to pull the trigger. This is a modern take on the Super Famicom classic, still rocking the nonlinear experimental gameplay the Saga series is known for. Of course, I couldn't pass up Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. This was once a high valuable PS5 game until the reprint dropped earlier this year. I managed to grab it for $40, which feels like the right time to pick it up. The PS5 upgrade looks gorgeous, and having the UV DLC included, it feels like a much more complete package. Some of the games you have seen in this video are already open. That's because I've done unboxings for them. You can expect to see those videos coming out shortly after this one. Then there is Agatha Christie ABC Murders, which I picked up for $14.50. This is a point-and-click adventure game that originally came out on PS4. I actually played it last year. You step into the shoes of a detective as you solve a string of murders across England. Now, I will be honest, point-and-click games are not really my thing. I mostly played for the trophies. On the Switch side, I picked up a couple of games from Ify Store. Both are reprints and priced at $40 each. First is Moral Chronicle Hyper. This one sells a lot on eBay, often marked up, but since you are watching this video, now you know where to grab it at the original price. This is a dungeon crawler, and some people mainly know it for the fan service. The combat is fine, but let's be honest, nobody is buying this for the deep mechanics. Lastly, we have got the Mega Dimension Neptunia V2. I actually own this game on PS4, but I still haven't finished it. I should probably go back and pick up where I left off. If you have played a Neptunia game before, you know exactly what to expect. Fourth wall breaking jokes, anime chaos, and turn-based battles. I mainly pick up the Switch version to bundle the shipping, so I don't plan to play the game. That's why I will be keeping this one sealed. And that wraps up this pickups video. Hunting down games for retro and legacy systems has been a special project for me this year. There are still a few more I'm hoping to find, but just to be clear, this isn't going to be my new normal. I'm still mainly focused on collecting for the current generation. Alright, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoy it. Take care and I will see you soon.